차렷. Kunye. Junbi. Good. Take one leg, step it back, make a front stance. Front leg bent, back leg straight, towards the front, no tightrope. Take your front hand, put it in front of you like this. Other hand on your belt, low block. On my count, cross, low block. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to switch sides, instead of hop changing, take your front leg, step together to your back leg, and then take your other leg, step it forward. Same arm out, low block, other hand here. The arm is bent at 120 degrees. Pretend there's a tennis ball in your armpit. Other hand on your belt. Cross the arms, about eyebrow level. Now, I always use the analogy that you should be hugging Santa Claus because you want your arms as far out as possible without straightening your elbows and crushing Santa Claus. So it should be like a circle with your arms, but far away from your body. You don't want it in close like this. Distance divided by time is speed, and power is mass times velocity squared, or 1/2 mass times velocity squared. So you want your arm traveling that greater distance to generate greater speed, momentum. So cross, low block. Ready? 1, 2. We're working on the hands, but the stance is important. Maintain a good front stance. Do not let your front knee go straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, step away together, other leg step in. I'm going to face the side so you can see better. Make an L stance. In the last class we went over the L stance, and I have an L stance and a front stance tutorial on my YouTube channel. Your feet make the letter L. Pick up your front foot, put your heel where your toes were twice. Bend your knees, sit backwards. Both knees are bent, 70% of the way on your back leg, 30% on your front leg. Front hand's on a muscle like this, other hand's on your belt. Cross the arms, muscle block. Ready? Again, we cross around eyebrow level, so it's coming at a downward angle. We want gravity to work with us, as well as our hips and lats, as we drop down and throw that muscle block, or inner forearm guarding block. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop change, other side. Ready? Make an L stance. Put up your muscle. Other hand's on your belt. The top of the knuckles should be the same level as your shoulder. Ready? Cross, eyebrow level, muscle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Keep your knees bent. 4. Sit backwards. 5, 6. Don't let your elbow go to the side. Keep it down. 7. Palm in. So if you're waving, you wave it yourself. 8, 9, 10. Good. Now make a horse stance, like this. Put one hand up in a high block, other one on your belt. Now you want your wrist to be straight. Most people don't focus on the wrist. They think it is superfluous to the block, but it's not. The whole alignment of the arm is related, yes? So you want your wrist to be straight. From the pointer finger to the radial bone should be a straight line when you make a fist and when you do a block. Make that your consistent go-to unless otherwise stated. Ready? On my count, down, up, down, high block. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Junbi. Try Let's move on to square block now. Make an L stance. We've done this in the last 2 classes, so this shouldn't be new to anybody. Front hand out. Let's go nose level for this one. High section square block. The back hand is the high block. So if you touch your legs, look down stump, that's your front leg. That hand is your front hand in front of your nose. The other one is your high block. Cross your arms, palms in, thrust them forward, and open them up like this. Now this isn't necessarily a power technique. We're not swinging, it's not arcing. It thrusts out and up. So the power comes from your opponent coming towards you, and then you're meeting it with your block. Ready? Palms in, extend, open. 1, 2, stay in a good L stance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Hop change other side. Show me that L. Front hand in front of your nose, back hand over your head. Ready? Cross, extend, open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Jimmy. Let's work on the double knife hand guarding blocks. Let's make an L stance. Front hand is the stop sign. Back hand is the pizza pie in front of your belly. Reach your hand back like there's a bag on a shelf, eyebrow level. Swing your arms forward. The elbows don't bend here. The wrists rotate. The shoulders move, but the elbows don't bend. Ready? Make your front hand palm comes out like this. Other hand's palm up in front of your belly. Bend the knees, sit backwards. On my count, grab, double knife. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Hop change, other side. Bend the knees. Front hand is the stop sign. Other hand's holding a pizza in front of your belly button mouth. Reach your arms back, grab your bag, elbows bent. Swing forward, double knife. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Jimmy. Take one leg step back to a front stance. Front hand palm out, outer muscle block. Other hand's on your waist. Cross the arms just like the inner muscle block. Outer muscle block in a good front stance. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up change. I'm going to be facing this way now. Yeah, this way. Ready? Cross, muscle, palm out. So now if you open your hand, you're telling the other person hello with a wave. Ready? Cross, outer muscle. 1. Check your front stance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not in here, it's out here. 8, 9, 10. Good. Jumbi. Jumbi. Step one leg back to a front stance. Now, I went in depth on the circle or the scooping block in about 2 classes ago. So I'm not going to cover it in huge depth today. You should already know it, but if not, follow along and do your best if you've been taking my classes. Open your arms like a bird. Good. Touch your legs. Look down, stomp the leg you see. That's your front leg. The hand touches your front hand. The other one is your back hand. Remember that. Arms out. The back hand is going to swing down like you're throwing a baseball at the ground and you're hitting with the radial bone, the one on the thumb side. So go ahead and do that a couple times. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Then after we go down, we're going to cross the arms high. So throw down, cross high. Throw down, cross high. One more time, arms out. Throw down, cross high. And then the same arm that went down is going to muscle lock. Open the arms, throw down, cross high, muscle block. Now, we're going to do the stationary down, up, down. So you bend the back knee heel up, straighten the knee heel higher, drop the heel. Down, up, down. We're going to combine that. Arms are out. The back hand goes down, you bend your knee and heel up. Straighten the knee, lift the heel up higher and cross your arms. Drop the heel, muscle block. Feel free to rewind what we just did and listen to my explanation again. It's going to be knee bend, heel up, arm drop. Lift knee, lift heel, cross arms. Drop heel, straight knee, muscle block. The whole thing on my count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Hop change. Look down, stump, front leg, front hand, back hand. Back hand's doing all the work. Ready? Bend the knee, drop the arm, heel up. Straighten the knee, lift the heel higher, cross the arms. Drop the heel, same arm, muscle block. Ready? Together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Jumbi. Chadip, Kunye. Now, let's work on twin inner forearm guarding blocks, or double inner forearm guarding blocks. So you're going to make a front stance. I don't care which leg's in the back. The front hand is going to be a muscle block, just like we did before. The other hand, keeping the wrist straight on that pointer finger bone. from the radial to the pointer finger. The middle knuckle on the pinky is going to touch this divot in the elbow. So if you touch your elbow right here, you'll see a little dent right there. If you press on it, it kind of hurts a little bit. That's a nerve. You can take that pinky finger and put it in that dent. Make a front stance and extend your arms out in front of you. If you have to bend this wrist to do it right, you're doing it wrong. So the pinky knuckle's in there, and the hips open, and the arms go forward until this arm can be straight and have the pinky knuckle in the divot. Now, the chamber for this is what I call grabbing your towel. If anyone's ever seen that Family Guy episode where Peter finds out that his ancestors were African American, there's a part where Carter is falling and grabs this shower curtain and pulls it. It hits Peter, and it leads to the whole development of the plot. My point is, pretend you're grabbing a towel or a shower curtain, pulling it off the rack, and flipping it at your opponent. So make a front stance. The front arm is up. The other arm is in the pinky finger in the elbow divot. Now put your palms out and reach your hands back, diagonal out from your back eyelid, your back eye. So if this is my head, one's on the front of my head, one's on the back of my head, I go straight out, keeping them parallel, palms out. If there's tension in your joints or in the arms from pulling them back, you're pulling it too far. There should be a relaxed position. Swing it in and flip the arms at the end. Grab your towel, twin inner forearm. Grab your towel, twin inner forearm block on my count. Ready? Both hands are palm up at the end. Both hands are palm out during the chamber. Like you're giving someone a high five, grabbing a towel, raising the roof. Twin inner forearm block, both palms in. 1, towel block. 2, 3, 4, 5. Check your front stance. Are you on a tightrope? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step your front leg together to your back foot. Take your back foot, step forward. Front hand is the muscle. Back hand, pinky in the elbow divot. Palms in. Reach back, grab your towel, swing it off the rack, twin inner forearm. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, Jumbi. Now we've done almost all the blocks up through purple belt. White, yellow, orange, green, purple. Or yugak pattern. Chanji den gundo san wanyo yugak. Now, we're going to move on to some blue belt blocks. We're going to start with the ridge hand guarding block. So everyone make an L stance and put up your muscle block just like we did at the beginning. Now open your hand like this. And take your thumb and try to touch the pinky finger. Like this. Now this part of the hand right here is called the ridge of the hand. So this is the ridge. We're striking, not the fingers, not the thumb, but the part of the hand under the pointer finger, right there. I guess they'd call that the second metacarpal and the pointer finger knuckle. So those are striking the target for this particular attack. You can break boards with this, bricks, ice. Right now we're using it as a block. So instead of a muscle block, we're blocking with this part of the hand right here. So go ahead and make an L stance, put up that ridge hand block. Other hand on your belt. We do this exactly like we did the muscle block, the inner forearm block. And cross the arms, just past the back eye, and then drop the hand in for the ridge hand guarding. Ready? Cross, block. Keep that thumb tucked in, the fingers straight and together. Ready? Knees bent, sit backwards, 70-30 on the weight distribution of your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Hop change, put the other leg in front. The red box popped up. I'm just checking to see what it is, and we're still good. All right. Explain a little bit more what you mean, Sandu, by escapes, and then I'll see what we can do. So make that L stance. Take your other hand, put it up, tuck the thumb all the way in towards your pinky finger, palm in towards you like you're slapping yourself in the head. But the thumb's in the way. Other hand's on your belt. The knuckles should be the same level as your shoulder. Cross, ridge hand guarding. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 70-30, most weights on the back leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's talk about the third move in Jungun, the upward palm block. You're blocking with the bottom part of the hand, the palm, upwards. And you should be in a rear foot stance for this. So everybody go ahead and make an L stance. Now make it half the size and put almost 90% of the weight on the back leg. Now pick the heel up about an inch off the ground. That's a rear foot stance. This is not to be confused with a cat stance, like in karate where the heel is really far up and there's still weight on the front leg, like this. Like wearing stilettos on the front, stiletto on the front heel. Right now we're just wearing a slightly raised heel on the front heel. Ready? Palm up. Good. Now, the chamber for this is both palms go out, the front hand makes a circle and comes up, and the back hand circles back to the belt. So take your front hand and pretend there is a beach ball right in front of you. And that beach ball is covered in shaving cream. So put your hand on top of the beach ball. Then you're going to wipe the shaving cream around until you get to the bottom. Then you're going to flip the hand up and strike upward with the heel of the palm. So circle the beach ball, palm up. The other hand is going to do an opposite motion the same way as it pulls back to the belt. We drop down as the hand goes up. Ready? On my count, circle, palm. Ready? 1, circle, palm. 2, 3, 4. Notice I'm using my hips as well in this. Ready? 5. Most weight still on the back leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Hop change other side. I'll do it facing this way now. Rear foot stance. Up behind the belt. Palm up. Now, your palm should be at the same level as your elbow. It's not up here. The elbow is low, like you have a tennis ball in your armpit, you're resting on it. And the forearm is coming out straight from that elbow joint. And just a little bit up. So the palm is raised. Slightly. Not like this. Here. Ready? There's your tennis ball, or your beach ball. You're circling it in the direction of your butt, following your pinky fingers leading, and then bam! Palm on top of the beach ball, follow it around, pinky leading the way, and up. Ready? The whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Jimmy, we do W blocks. So we're not going to travel for these because I don't have a lot of room and I'm sure you probably don't either. So make a horse stance like this, or a sitting stance. Put your arms palm to palm and close your fists. The bottom of your elbow should be the same level as the top of your shoulder. The center line, your middle finger, should be in line with your ear. Right here, but higher. Good, now, twist your hands palm out, then twist them palm in. Twist your hands palm out, and then twist your hands palm in. Twist your hands palm out, twist your hands palm in. So the chamber is palm out. You're doing 2 blocks here. The inward forearm guarding block and the outer forearm guarding block at the same time to the high section, like this. So, palms out. Now twist your body in one direction, keeping your knees bent, but raise up a little bit. We're going to drop down and snap our wrists into that direction. Inward forearm and outer forearm block at the same time. Now don't twist your arms like this. It's your torso that's twisting. Here, and not hard. Just a little bit up to the side, and then we're going to snap it back into place. Ready? On my count, twist the waist and wrists, and then untwist the waist and wrists. That's a lot of tongue twister. Ready? 1, down, up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The elbow level doesn't change. Now, let's go the other way. Doing the same thing, but we're twisting in the other direction. You should feel some burning in your shoulders now. That's natural. Keep going. Palms out, down, up, twist the other way, and drop down and twist your wrists and waist in. And flip. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jumbi. Ready? Kunye. Now, as per request, we're going to start reviewing the block and counter drill. So, I assume you all already know the in, out, down, up motion that I used. I introduced about 3 classes ago. Maybe it was 3 classes ago. We reviewed 2 classes ago. I also have a video on my YouTube channel. It's called Taekwondo Blocking Tutorial. I like to make the names complicated and unrelated to the topic. Take that and I reverse that. I like to make the titles relate to the video. So, Taekwondo Blocking Tutorial will give you an in-depth look at the logic and the science and the methodology behind my micro-blocking, in, out, down, up. So if you don't know that, I'm not going to spend a lot of time reviewing it, but we are going to do a couple of reps before we move on. So, make an L stance. Look down, stomp, front leg, front hand. Front hand palm out, other hand in front of your belly like this. This fighting stance is typical to almost every martial art. Unless you do this one, which I don't recommend for actual fighting. For points, sure. But if you're worried about actually getting hit and injured, I recommend having your hand up like this. So the arm is going to go in 4 directions. In towards the belly, out towards the butt, down towards the elbow, up towards the eyebrows. Now, the rule of thumb with micro-blocking is you should never be moving more than 2 inches to get from any point to any point. From the middle here, in, 2 inches. Out, 2 inches. Down, 2 inches. Up, 2 inches. Now, an inch is about the distance from the bottom of your fingernail to the top of your fingernail, if you're an adult, or from the middle knuckle of your thumb to the tip of your thumb if you're a kid. 2 of those is about as far as your arm should travel. So from here, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. Ready? On my count, belly button, back, hips, and head. The knuckles always point up, the elbow always points down. And this remains the case with the entire block and counter drill. All right, the knuckles will never point down unless I tell you specifically to do that for a specific reason. If you're punching, your other hand should always be up. If you're blocking, the hand should be up. If you're kicking, the hand should be up. Ready? So, in, out, down, up. In, out, down, up. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up change. Make an L stance. Front hand up. That's your block. Look down, stomp. That hand. Ready? Belly button, butt, hip, eyebrows. In, belly, out, butt, down, hip, up, eyebrows. In, out, down, up. In, out, down, up. Whole thing on 1 count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now let's build up the sequence. I always teach the block and counter drill starting with the left leg in front. And then once you get it, then you can switch and practice on the other side. So let's initially learn it. Well, I just had to choose a side. I chose the left. There's not a huge reason for it, but there's a lot of punching with backhand, and a lot of people are right-handed. So I want the striking to be the backhand, and the less dominant hand to do the blocking and be the shield, since it has to move so much less and do fewer complicated maneuvers. So, left leg in front, bend the knees. Left hand's up, right hand in front of your belly. So the first move is in. Bring the forearm in towards your belly button, 2 inches and stop. Then the front leg, shift forward to a front stance and punch with the back hand. And then we're going to shift the front leg back to an L stance and do the down motion, elbow to the hip. So in block, shift the front leg forward and diagonally out to a front stance, reverse punch with the hand on your belly. Bring the front leg back to an L stance, drop the elbow. So we do that whole sequence on count. Block, shift, punch, back, elbow. Ready? 1, block, shift, punch, shift, back, elbow. 2, 3, block, shift, punch, back, elbow. So many people shift, punch, and drop their hands. And yes, I'm looking at all of my students over there. I've slapped you all in the face so many times when you do that. I need to do it harder because you're not keeping your hands up still. Unless you are. Good job, then. Ready? 4, 5. Good. Now we add on the next sequence. The next step, after block, shift, punch, back elbow, is a lead leg hook kick. So for the hook kick, if you don't know how to do it, go to my last class and the class before that. I've been doing hook kicks in almost every one of my online classes except for the first one. If you want a more detailed explanation of the hook kick and more drills to help develop it well and make it look awesome like mine, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Simon Schur, I have Taekwondo hook kick tutorial. Or if you Google search Taekwondo hook kick tutorial, you'll see a picture of me in there with a yellow background doing a hook kick towards one of my students' heads, Mr. Caleb Brown's. Shout out. Thank you for posing for that one. Ready? So block, shift forward punch, shift back elbow, lead leg, hook kick. Now I want you to pivot for that hook kick. I want you to pull it back at the end. In, hook, in. Do a good hook kick. Ready? And keep your hands up. And don't forget to pivot. I know I already said that, but so many people forget to pivot. Block, shift, punch, back elbow, hook kick. I'll do it facing this way now. Block, shift, punch, back elbow, lead leg, hook kick. Again. Block, shift, punch, back, drop the elbow, lead leg, hook kick. All right, let's do that 3 or 4 times on my count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. See that pivot? All right. The next step is 3 punches, the backhand first, after the hook kick. So assuming you're in circle 2. If you don't know anything about circles, I cover them also in my blocking tutorial and my judging distance tutorial, which is, it's all in the micro blocking tutorial, Taekwondo blocking tutorial. I talk about the 3 circles, so I'm not going to go to them now. But we're in circle 2 when we start. They're going to round kick us, we're blocking it. We're shifting to circle 1 to punch them. They're side kicking, they move back a little bit, so we move back to circle 2. Now we're in circle 2. I'm going to lead leg hook kick. And then I'm going to come down, back into circle 1. So I'm in an L stance when I start the hook kick. And when I finish it, I come down in a front stance. Now I'm going to take my back hand and cross, punch. The other hand is by the face. I'm going to punch with my front hand. The other hand is by the face. Punch with my back hand. The other hand is by my face. Then I'm going to shift back to an L stance, block, in. Ever got that sequence? Let's break it down a little slower. Ready? Block, shift, punch, back elbow, lead leg, hook kick, come down to a front stance, backhand punch, front hand punch, backhand punch. And when this is open for a round kick, so I'm assuming they're going to take it, shift back to an L stance, block, in. Ever got that sequence? All of that on one count. Let's do it like 3 times. Ready? 1, block, shift, punch, back elbow, hook kick, punch, backhand, shift in, block. Good. Again, ready? Block, shift, punch, back, elbow, hook, kick, punch 1, punch 2, punch 3, and in. Last time. Ready? Go. The next sequence is the Parry check replace punch sequence. So all of my students from white belt onward learn this Parry check replace punch. It's called a flow drill. I think in Kung Fu they call it a Ching Na. Anyway, let's review it. The front hand, there's a punch coming towards you. The front hand is going to parry. That's a redirection. So take your front hand, pretend there's a punch coming right towards your center, open your hand up, and push it to the side. You don't have to push it far. It's coming right towards your body. Your body ends right here. So push it just a little bit past your body. Again, front hand, push past your body. Front hand, push past your body. Good. So we've redirected the punch. Now we want to control that limb. I'm going to take my other hand and put it under this hand, making an X. So I'm climbing up my opponent's arm to gain ground and to keep them off balance. As I'm doing this, I'm pulling them a little bit. So parry with the front hand. The bottom hand comes under, making an X, check. So parry, check. Then the first hand, the one that did the parry, is going to hop over the elbow, replace. So now I can take them into an arm bar, a wrist manipulation, or strike into the back fist, or push them off balance and counter strike. So there's a lot of options from here. But this is a great drill to develop that control. The front hand comes in parry. The back hand goes under it, check, right next to it. The first hand hops over, replace. The back hand punches. So if you want to pause the video and practice, parry, check, replace, punch, you can. But we're going to kind of go on through it. Front hand parry, back hand check, front hand replace. Then the back hand comes up to the face, and then punch, and I'm here. Then my partner's going to do it. Parry, check, replace, punch, parry, check, replace, punch, parry, check, replace, punch, parry, check, replace, punch. We do that 4 times total, 2 each in the block and counter drill. So after the block here, the front hand's going to parry, check, replace, punch, parry, check, replace, punch. 2 times. Let's add that on. Ready? Front hand, block, shift, punch, back elbow, front leg, hook kick, land in front stance, punch 1, punch 2, punch 3, shift back to an L stance, in block. Front hand, open up, parry, check, replace, backhand punch. Front hand parry, check, replace, backhand punch. And that's it for now. We're going to add more on in a second. Ready? Together. Block, punch, elbow, hook kick, punch, backhand, shift in, block. Parry, check, replace, punch, parry, check, replace, punch. Ready? Let's do it 2 more times and we'll move on. Ready? Go. One more time. Ready? Go. Good. So after this, we're going to lead leg round kick. So right now we landed in a front stance. We're in an L stance. They're in a front stance. We're going to do that parry, check, replace, punch. We're going to shift all the way to the back leg. So now we're in circle 2. Pivot, lead leg round kick, right to the gut. Because the arm should be out. The other arm up here. So this is open. Low section or mid section, lead leg round kick. Cross your arms. The front hand is going to swing out and chop to the back of the head. So the round kick is almost a distraction. Bring their block down, leaving the head open so they can't block up. So round kick, chop. Other hand's by the face. So after the parry, check, replace, punch twice, lead leg, round kick, chop. Ready? Together. Block, shift, punch, back elbow, hook kick, backhand punch in a front stance, front hand punch, backhand punch, shift to an L stance, block, front hand, parry, check, replace, punch, parry, check, replace, punch, front leg, round kick, cross the arms, front hand, chop. Good. The next element we're going to talk about is actually footwork. So I'm going to take off my belt and use my belt to make a V on the floor. So I have a Taekwondo footwork tutorial on my YouTube channel that breaks down this drill and how it works and why. I'm going to give you a very abbreviated answer because of the amount of time we have. So see this V on the floor? That represents, from a fighting stance, my power zone. Any strikes or kicks or techniques that I throw with my lead leg, back leg, or hands are going to be most powerful within this cone of motion in front of me here. The further away my opponent becomes from this V, the less powerful any attacks that I throw to them are going to be, because they're no longer in my power zone, in my focused range of attack, zone of power. Whenever we train throwing stuff in front of us, like this. Very seldom do we train looking this way, and kicking over there, and punching over here. So all of our techniques are maximized for this cone. So we're fighting in this cone. Now let's say someone throws a strike at us. We're going to take our back foot and step along the side of the cone. The strike's here, and we're moving next to it, closing the gap between our opponent. Then the back foot is going to swing around towards our butt, making a fighting stance towards the V here. So, stomp your back foot. If you look down, it's not that one. Take your back foot, step along the V. Now you don't want to be here, because then your whole center and core are large and in a perfect position for your opponent to strike you, knock you over. This is a bad position to be in. But here, this becomes your cone of power here. So once you've done this first step, keep your hips facing this way, then your cone of power is now here, with your opponent still inside of it. So this first step takes you out of their V and puts them in yours. Then your back foot is going to swing towards your butt, making a fighting stance here. Now, ideally, if they haven't moved, Their V is still here, and your V now has them right in the center here, and that's what I call a dominant position. So in the block and counter drill, after this chop, your back foot's going to step along that V, your back foot's going to round kick into the V, then you're going to round out and put it behind you, so you maintain that dominant angle. So, you've done the chop, back foot step along the V, drop that elbow so you're protected, the back foot will round kick into the V, then as you pull it back, follow your butt to a fighting stance here. There's that one more time, chop, back leg step out, the new back leg will round kick into the V, and that kicking leg will swing towards your butt and make a fighting stance facing the center of the V. Now let's put the whole sequence together in one motion. You can leave your V on the floor, you can make it out of tape or sticks to help practice this, or you can just use your imagination depending on what's better and easier for you. So let's go through the whole sequence from the beginning. Block, shift punch, back elbow, lead leg hook kick, land in front stance, backhand punch, front hand punch, backhand punch. Shift to an L stance, in block. Parry, check, replace, punch, parry, check, replace, punch. Lead leg round kick, lead hand chop. Back foot V-step, back leg round kick, round out. Good. Check it. Kunye. Tenets of Taekwondo, Sijak. Courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit. Student of Sijak. I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo. I shall respect instructors and seniors. I shall never misuse Taekwondo. I shall be a champion of freedom and justice. I shall build a more peaceful world. Chadip, Kunye. Face whoever's the highest rank in your house. Chadip, Kunye. You guys did a great job today. Thank you so much for coming on with me and training.